As you can see, my house is a wreck. It's a wreck this morning. It actually looks like a Christmas store, I guess you would say. I've drug out all of my Christmas decorations that I like to put around the house each year. We've already decorated our tree. If you missed that, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go with us on that exciting evening when we were all here to decorate the tree. But now I'm ready to decorate the rest of the house. I kind of do it in my decorations because I'm crazy about Christmas. I just love it. I'm just plumb foolish about it. Granny was, and I get it from her, I know. So I kind of think of it in 3 different areas. Like I do the tree, that's like a major thing. And then I do all the, I put stuff on surfaces in the living room, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. And then I also love to go outside and bring the greening of Christmas, it's called. I like to bring all that wonderful greenery inside. So that usually ends up being 3 different days of doing that. And it is a lot of work, but it's just something I really, really enjoy. So I've got all my stuff out here. I've got some behind me, some over here on the buffet, and now it's time for me just to figure out where things go. Typically, a lot of times I put the same stuff in the same places each year, so that makes it kind of easy. We do each year, seems like I end up with new stuff. Some of my new trees here, Corey got me for Christmas last year. I don't remember, I don't think this is mine. I think this is Katie's, and it needs batteries, so I guess it lights up and plays. So there is always some new stuff to think about. Subscribers sent me some new stuff too. I've shared some of the ornaments, and then I have some more beautiful trees. Trees are, as you might see from my table here, I love Christmas trees. All kinds, shapes, I just love them. And at one of my cookbook signings back in the summer, in the heat, in Boone, a lovely, sweet subscriber brought me some of the trees that she had made, and they're just beautiful. So I'm excited about using them this year, and excited about using some of the other things folks have sent us. So we had a lot of cold weather, which felt like Christmas, the 1st of December, and then like on Sunday, it was so warm, it felt like spring of the year, or maybe even a summer day. And I was like, this is just really, really strange after we've got our tree up. But cold weather has moved back into the southern mountains, and I'm glad. So it's cold outside, so it feels nice to be inside on a day like today, doing cozy things like decorating our house. So I think the first thing I need to do is try to gravitate towards the things that I know where they'll go, the same place that I usually put them, and make myself some room. This is a car that it's broke, you can see, but we still use it. I usually just turn it around that way. You can't see the little person though, it's good. But Matt's Aunt Jimmy got this for us many, many years ago, and I always decorated the girls' bathroom, and I usually set it on the back of the commode. So I guess I'll do that again this year. Corey was with me when I drug everything out, and so she was like, you have to put that on the back of the potty. So I guess I will. While I'm heading into the bathroom, I'll go ahead and take this too. This was another thing that I always put in their bathroom. And Greenie made it. It's just a stuffed, she's just sewed up the fabric, the Christmas fabric, and put this bow on it, put some little beads on it. She made it ages and ages ago, and that's usually where it goes though. So I guess I'll take it on to the bathroom, and I've made a little bit of room at least. I think I'll move one of the Santas now. I usually put one in here on my buffet with a bunch of my Christmas trees where the most of them go. And then one, just as you go into the living room, I have like a little shelf that I keep my potatoes and onions in. And I usually put one on it. I found one of them, both of them come from, they were both used when I got them, but both of them come from Haywood County. Of course, you can buy them all over the place, but I've had them for ages. One of them, Matt's stepmother, Janet, she gave me one of them. And then one of them I found at a yard sale. And one time in the middle of the summer when I was out there visiting Papa and Nana and stopped at a yard sale. So I can't remember. I think this one in the back is the one I usually put just as you go into the living room. Because I have had them for so long, sometimes they begin to get a little tattered. He's supposed to be holding the tree there, and it's come out of his hand. I need to glue it back, and when I was carrying him, I could feel one of his legs is kind of coming undone, but hopefully he'll make it one more year. I'm sure I could take him apart and figure out how to put him back together. These little snowmen are another thing that I typically put in the girls' bathroom, so I say girls, only one girl's still here, but that's the way I always think of it, as their bathroom. So I'm going to take these on back there to the bathroom. So I've moved some of my stuff in here, thinking about what I would put around where the TV cabinet is. This is a little train that Granny and Pap made. One year they made these and Granny sold them. And so this is mine. It's seen its better days. Some of my presents are missing. It used to have some cotton that looked like smoke. And I don't know what was right there. I forgot. I think a Santa Claus was. Anyway, I usually put it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it where it goes. I have to connect them together. I think I might move it down one, actually. Maybe all the way to the bottom. Even. Corey got me these 3 angels. I actually picked them up. We were at a kind of a little shop that just had stuff they were reselling. And I just thought they were so pretty. I don't think they're really old, but maybe, I don't know, maybe from the 80s or something like that. But they're just lovely. They'd be pretty enough to leave out all year long, but I'm just putting them out here at Christmas. Of course, I love it because they've got the musical instruments. This one's got the fiddle. I'll probably come back with some greenery and put in between these. Back when Granny and Pap were making those trains that year, I wanted to help too, but I was really too little. So they give me my own stuff and told me to go over in the corner and I could create too. I could make stuff. So this is what I made. I made these little things like this. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. You can see I've used wrapping. I've wrapped a little piece of wood just in fabric for a present, put a ribbon around this, and then glued the ornaments on it. This is another one I made, the different variation. I put some greenery under the Santas. You can see I used way too much glue, but maybe I didn't, because maybe that's why they've lasted all these years. Anyway, I love them just because it reminds me of that day of being with Granny and Pap and all of us creating together. I think we're done with this area. Here you can see I put some of the pretty trees. This is something we got last year, a bird back there. I just love it, which I've left it out all year long, but I think the trees look nice with it. On this side's pretty simple. One of the beautiful trees Joella made. This one Granny made. Isn't it pretty? Little knobby areas. And then a wonderful subscriber sent me and Matt this little snowman, and he's got a popsicle. So since we eat popsicles. This is one of the beautiful trees that Granny made, crocheted. I love the white and the red. And this little girl, I can't remember. Maybe I made her. But she goes with it. You can see we just made her out of pipe cleaners and wound yarn around for her legs and her arms. And then she's got her a sleigh made out of popsicle sticks and pipe cleaners and some presents. When Corey and Katie were toddlers, their Nana got them these books. Isn't that lovely? There was this one, and then the other one was Silent Night. And we give it to Corey when her and Austin got married. So this one's Katie's, but we just love it. We always set them out, and then we open them up and listen to them play and look at them. And then put them up again till next year. These are one of the things that we look forward to each year, getting out and enjoying during Christmas. This is another thing that's new this year. It's just really simple. Merry Christmas with a little tree, little picture there. I found it at Big Lots, I think it was. I can see some dust on it. Found it at Big Lots, and it was clearanced. It was after last Christmas, so it only cost $1. I just thought it was cute. And I also thought, hey, that would be something really neat to make. It'd be pretty simple to make. So this is just a little ledge that's above a little small electric stove that we have in the living room. And I just decorated it with some trees that Granny made, some that Corey got me last year, some things I made, like this photo, little picture thing, and the angel over there. And this is our countdown to Christmas here. Can you believe when I'm doing this video, there's only 20 days left. And then my favorite thing of all these, though, is this beautiful, beautiful nativity scene. one of Miss Cindy's dear friends, Bill. It belonged to him, and when he passed away, his family give her some of his stuff, and it was in there. And as soon as she seen they were getting rid of the Christmas decorations, she knew the person that would want all the Christmas decorations, and this was one of them. It's really, really beautiful, and I love it. I make sure to put it out every year. And it's really meaningful, of course, because it's the reason for the season, but I love the memories that are tied up. Bill was a very sweet, dear man, and he did a lot for me and Matt, real sweet things. Not that he did, major things, but one of the sweet things is that he found out that I did not have a rocking chair when I was pregnant with Corey and Katie. The only rocking chairs I had were these big wooden ones, and he just said, that won't do, and he immediately went and bought me a glider chair for their nursery. He was a very sweet person, and I've enjoyed this so many years now, and I just couldn't imagine Christmas without it. This little wooden birdhouse shelf thing, I've had it for so many years, and I swear I think it come from Cato's, of all weird places that it would have come from, but it was on clearance, and I liked it. And I usually have some of my Brasstown Carvers little animals in it, but at Christmas I put them up and I bring out the houses. I used to have, if you notice, the top and the bottom are the same, and then the one in the middle is different. It's because the third one got broke, but those were just simple little Christmas houses that come from Family Dollar or Dollar General. I think I paid $1 for them, and I just love them. Love the way the snow looks. If you watch my videos, I'm always hoping for a big snow. It rarely happens here, but I really love them, and they just speak of Christmas. This is a little wooden shelf that Matt made me a long time ago. You can see one of my most favorite pictures of all, Corey and Katie, probably the day they were born. If not, it was the next day, but all cuddled up in their little bassinet there in the hospital. All I did up here was put these little 2 small Christmas trees. This is a collage I made several years ago. I really love it for Christmas. Got the little snowman, Merry Christmas there, and then that's an old photo, a copy of an old photo that came out of Miss Cindy's grandmother's album. I don't know who the people are, but I assume they're somehow related to Matt's family. On this table, I'm showcasing some of the things that Granny got me. I don't put much on this one because this is where I sit, so I end up putting books and whatever I'm doing on it. But this is a basket, really pretty basket that Granny had for many years, and she gave it to me. I love the silver and the little presents and all that. I'm sure she got it at the dollar store or something, but I like it. I made several angels one year, and this is one of the angels, Christmas angels I made. She's on, her main body is like a spool thread, and then I just decorated it. Of course, I painted her little face. She's got an earring for a hat, old earring, and a little Christmas tree. She's got a snuff lid for her base there. And then this little house is really pretty. I've had it for a long time, but I've not put it out in years. And Corey, when she was helping me put stuff out, she told me to please put it out this year. And it was Granny's. And when I was a little girl, I was mesmerized by it. And at some point over the years, she gave it to me, and I used to put it out. And Corey and Katie liked it when they were little, but for some reason, I just haven't put it out in many years. It is pretty, though. The little light inside it makes it look all cozy inside, just like you would imagine a little Christmas cottage looking. This is the top of one of my bookshelves in the living room, and I don't do much up here, but I put those beautiful Christmas trees. A subscriber sent those to us, too. They really match, I think, the white candlestick. It stays up there year-round with the cross, the blacksmith cross on top. A dear friend made that for me a long time ago. And then this little gnome guy, he kind of looks like a Santa, but he's not, just a gnome. He's really cute though, and he was made by someone at the folk school. He's hand carved. Okay, I've made a real dent. It may not look like it, but I know that I have. So the living room is done, the bathroom, Corey and Katie's bathroom's done, and now I just have to tackle the kitchen. That's all that's left. I have some plates that hang on this part. It's the back side of the pantry, and I like to change them out for Christmas ones. This one's one of my favorites. You can see 1972. I think it's a JCPenney, like a collectible thing. It's just such pretty, vibrant colors. I just love it. I'm not positive where I got it. I think either I got it at a yard sale or maybe Nana gave it to me. I can't remember for sure, but I really enjoy it each year. This is the little shelf that I was talking about I keep my potatoes and onions in, so I like to set something here. I usually put one of the Santas, and this is a Santa I've had a long time. It's just an ornament, cheap, but I really like it. Here's another angel I made, and then I think one of the girls got me this for Christmas one year. It's an old Christmas decoration. See what it says. I don't know, copyright HIC or something like that. Huh? Homico, Corey says. Okay, maybe you got it for me. You remember?
I don't think I got that.
You don't think so? Oh, it's really cute. I've had it quite a long time. Anyway, that turned out really nice. This is a Christmas tree that Corey made. Oh my goodness, probably 10 years ago, maybe more than that. We were creating one day, and she just hated the way it turned out, but I adore it. And so every year since then, it's been hanging on the back of my door. I just love the simplicity of it. And of course I love it that Corey made it, but it's just one of my favorite things, even though she thought it was just horrible and wanted me to throw it away. And that shows that we all have personal preferences. What you think might be horrible, somebody else may very well love. I got this joy sign, I think, last year, and I just love it because this is the joyous season. When I think about the joy the Lord brings me in this time of the year of his birth, I just love it. This is an old tree that I've had a long time, but I like it. You can see one of Granny's trees back there, crocheted trees, and then I already had these red berries, so I just added some fake pine with red berries up there behind it. Corey got me this little tree last year for Christmas. I really like it. That's another one that Granny made. This is a little collage piece that I made many years ago. Then this is another nativity scene down here. I really love it. It's so dainty and just so intricate but simple at the same time. I really love it. And Miss Cindy got it for me one year. It's one of my favorite things. And this piece that it's actually sitting on was Granny Gazzy made that, so I love that too. And I just wrap it up in it each year and I always let it sit on that. Really beautiful. One of my favorite things of Christmas, I guess. So this is my collection of trees, the ones I chose to put out this year. Some I made, some Granny gave me and she made. Some were hers, just old vintage ones. Corey bought me some of them. Some of them were sent to me by subscribers. I have one of the angels that I made. And that's all and I have some of the little twinkly lights. I'm gonna leave that. But I really want to put some fresh, like a real tree in here somehow. Now it'll have to be little. I hadn't figured all that out yet, but I'm just gonna leave this the way it is. And if I don't do anything else to it, it's really pretty. But if I decide to put a tree, I'll have to figure that out. My other conundrum is that this is the buffet, is what we use to put our desserts on when we have Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. So I may get to enjoy it all the way up to Christmas Day, and then I may have to move a lot of that so that we can put out all our goodies when we get together to eat. But I think it turned out pretty well for now, and then we'll see what I can add to it with the fresh stuff. So I've already made one adjustment. I put Santa up there, but that's where I probably will put whatever live tree I put, so he may move. And then the other thing that'll happen here, this is the window that we put all the Christmas cards around. So I have several already, so I'll be putting those up in the coming days. I just love seeing all the Christmas cards. Granny always put hers up like that. She still does, tapes them around a door or strings them up around the curtains. It's just wonderful to see all the beautiful Christmas cards, but also all the good messages inside. It just makes you feel warm inside, pleases your heart, I guess. It feels so good to have everything decorated. I'm sure there'll be some adjustments though. I know that I'm going to do my greening of Christmas. I pray do it next week. And I put wreaths on the door. I like to make a big swag that goes over the entry from the kitchen into the living room. And even in there in the living room, some of the stuff that I've decorated, I'll put greenery around. So there's a little bit more to do, but at least all the basics, I guess, are in place. There's one more that I'll need to do here. I've got some jingle bells. I've had these for so long, I have no memory of where they come from. Maybe from Granny, I'm not sure. They're pretty sturdy, pretty nice. I always put them on our front door going out into the porch. And the year I first put them there, I probably just thought that it would be you know, it was somewhere to put them, and as people come and went, you'd hear the jingle of bells. Makes you think of Christmas, of course. And Matt teased me about them, so every year since then I make sure to put them there just because he teased about how they made too much noise. He's teasing me and I'm teasing him. We do that a lot. We like to go on with each other, and I think that's part of what makes us a good team, that we like to tease and go back and forth. And underneath all the teasing, of course, is the love that we have for each other, which is what Christmas is about. This year that I'm thinking about the love of Christmas, of course, Christ being born, I'm also thinking about I'm going to have 2 grandchildren next Christmas. So all this decorating that I'm doing, I know that I won't be able to do all that because I'll have little hands trying to pull and tug. Both children will be too young to understand what to touch and what not to touch. So next year's Christmas may look different than this one, and that's why I'm really enjoying this year, putting out everything that I come across that I wanted to share, all my decorations from my collections I've gathered over the years. Really meaningful. But next year will be too. It'll just be different, but it'll be so exciting to have 2 little ones, and to see Christmas through their eyes, whether it's just the sparkling lights they get to enjoy, or, you know, as they grow older, and we can all of us together teach them the real meaning of Christmas. I hope that you enjoyed decorating my house with me. As always, I hope you'll drop back by often to help me celebrate Appalachia.